Hello guys and welcome. I'm going to ask you to please find that special place, a sanctuary of comfort, a place where you won't be disturbed for a while. If you need to move, remember, stay present with every change in position, with every breath, sensory activity around you, within you. Now today's session is another session that works better if you're lying down. So some of the instructions won't make too much sense if you're not lying down, if you're seated. So please, if you can, just lie down comfortably somewhere. Grab any props you need, and taking the time to make final adjustments. Close the eyes. And just let go into the elements of experience. Just let go into whatever is happening in your field of awareness in this very moment. Maybe noticing the sounds around you. The bodily sensations. Perhaps visual stimuli in front of your closed eyes. The breath, thoughts. Just be present. Just let yourself go along with that spontaneous movement of attention for a little while. Just allow attention to do its thing. We're going to take some time now to dissect the structure of the body-mind a bit. The shapes, the contours of the body, the mental elements that describe, make sense of the sensations, and then make use of this awareness exercise to induce complete relaxation. So we're going to begin by becoming aware of the heels. Feel the place in the heels where there is contact with the surface providing support, the floor, the mat, the mattress. The sensation is present, left, right heel. So the sensation is here, right now. And so is description with all its elements, thought, words, images. Proprioception, which is that notion of the body in space. So in this case, the notion that the sensation is down there somewhere at the end of the body. As you bring awareness to the heels, perhaps the area starts settling, relaxing. And as you pay more attention, maybe the relaxation starts spreading to the ankles, the feet, the toes. So you can follow my guidance and allow an intention to emerge. An intention to relax the entire area of the feet, the heels, the ankles. Perhaps even a silent command emerges, says, relax. A command signaling to the body that it's okay to let go completely, okay to surrender to the force of gravity, okay to let these body parts settle. As attention now shifts to the arch of the Achilles tendon, it's just above the curve that is the heel. What is that sensation like? Is the sensation on the right side different from the sensation on the left side? And what are the other elements that go along with the sensation? Maybe some proprioceptive insight signaling the position of that body part. Or maybe an image representing the relationship between the Achilles tendon, the space beneath it, if there is any space beneath it, and the supporting surface. It may be another amorphous sensation. So what exactly is here now for you? Nothing you need to do. It just takes observing. The experience of an insight, check. Images, thoughts, yes, they're here, check. Sensation, check. Now content, story, explanation, meaning, all the mind stuff, well, let's let all that go and stay with the immediate, raw experience. Allow attention now to move a little higher. So we feel the contour of the calves, where they're pressing against the floor, the mat, the mattress. You feel the sensation labeled weight. It's just a sensation, yes? And notice how, as awareness comes to the area, perhaps it starts settling, relaxing. If an intention, a silent command emerges, relax. So simply be present with it. Notice it come up. Observe its effect. Feel the settling. So just feel the entire lower leg relaxing. Right, left sides. Attention travels up a bit more and encounters an area behind the knees where there's a bowing away from the floor, like the one we felt with the Achilles tendon. How is the notion of weight felt here? Setting the explanation, setting the conjectures aside, isn't it just another sensation? So just remain here. Allow attention to shift freely between the sensations behind the right knee and the left knee for a little while. Attention keeps moving up along the body until denser contact is felt once again, until the sensation labeled weight becomes stronger, more perceptible. We're at the gluteal region, the sacrum, the body arching into the surface, providing support. So sense the weight. Feel the force of gravity pulling the body down. If an intention is helpful, then let it be helpful. Let it help the body part release. So the breath, specifically the exhale, is also good for that. So on your next breath out, maybe you can sense the glutes, the legs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, the heels, the feet, the toes, everything just releasing to the ground. On the breath out, just let it all go. And with each breath out, you can let go more and more and more. Attention now comes a little higher into the lumbar curve, into the space behind the lower spine. So feel that space. Feel the sensation in actual direct experience, the sensation in whatever comes along for the ride, thoughts, images, notions, ideas. So let go of the content, let go of the stories, let go of the meaning, and just stay with the actuality, the presence. It's really easy to do that because there's nothing you need to do. You just have to be. Attention continues its journey from toes to the head until the sensation labeled weight once again becomes more perceptible. So here we're going to feel the contact of the thoracic region, the mid-back, the back of the ribs, maybe all the way up to the shoulder blades. Contact with the surface providing support. Allow attention to shift to the outer parts of the shoulder blades, to the shoulders, and then down the arms. How is the distribution of weight and space felt here? Where is the weight? Where's the space? So explore the area of the arms, right, left, from the shoulders all the way to the hands and fingers. Just feel this whole area. Let go of labels, arms, back against floor, mat, mattress, weight. So just simply stay with the sensations. A notion of their location in space is present. That's fine, that's okay. An intention comes up, relax. So just witness the effects. Breathe out and feel all the tension flush down from the hands, the arms, the shoulders. The shoulder blades, the mid-back, the chest, the lower back, the belly, pelvis, hips, legs, knees, calves, ankles, heels, feet, toes. Flushing down into the ground. Give it all to Mother Earth. Please take a few deep breaths here and really allow that settling to happen. The body settling into the supporting surface, letting go. So just sense, just feel. We're still moving up. Attention arrives at the top of the shoulder blades now. The area where the weight of the body, the weight of the spine leaves the floor, the neck. So follow that space. Follow that sensation all the way to the base of the skull. And notice the skull is curved onto the surface providing support, just like the heels. So feel the weight of the head. Feel the skull settle and release. Remember the intention. Relax. Maybe with each breath out, you feel the contents of the head settle and release. The lips, the tongue, the jaw, the cheeks, the ears, the eyes, the scalp. Feel the throat letting go. And finally, as attention expands, let's just take a few breaths and allow the entire body to relax. Attention expanding to encompass the whole body, fully relaxing, fully letting go into the ground with each breath out, more and more. Nothing is needed here, just being, just being. The whole body breathing naturally, effortlessly. Gentle awareness of the breath. Slow down and notice the breath as sensation. Sensation at the tip of the nose or in the nostrils, the back of the throat, the sensation at the belly, the chest, and the elements that come along with the sensations. Perhaps thoughts come up. Thoughts about movements of the breath, up, down, in, out. Or maybe images of a body breathing. Is thought content really a part of direct experience? And what is it pointing to? Take a moment to observe. So the next time the concept inhale comes to label the sensation, allow it to merge with awareness of the body as attention moves from the toes of the right foot to the right knee. And throughout the length of an exhale, attention makes its way back from the right knee to the toes of the right foot. So as you keep breathing and allowing attention to travel from the right foot to the right knee and back, notice that there are two separate things here. There's the movement of attention, aware of sensations, labeled toes, then perhaps foot, ankle, leg, knee. And then there's the breath, which here is actually a measure of the movement. So what this means is that you have the time it takes for an inhale to occur to move attention from the toes, one sensation to the next, the foot, then to the next, the ankle, the next leg, to the sensation labeled knee. And the time it takes for an exhale to occur, to move it back down. And maybe your stations are different on the exhale. Perhaps you feel the top of the foot specifically or a more sensitive part of the leg. So take your time. It's your path. And just notice how it happens on its own through intention and attention. We're going to do the same thing on the left side now. So for the extension of the inhale, attention moves from the toes of the left foot all the way to the left knee and back on the exhale. Inhaling from toes to knee on the left side only. Exhale, left knee to the toes of the left foot. You know, many times when we do breathing exercises or body rotations, we're actually on a head trip, moving along an image of the body or body parts, having thoughts or some imaginary activity called breathing. And as you've seen here, in reality, there are only sensations. Attention moving from one sensation to the next. Toes to knee for the duration of the inhale, and knee to toes for the duration of the exhale. How does this side compare with the right side? Apart from thought, is there anything at all that indicates the sensations on the left and the right sides are connected? But please keep going for a few more rounds of breath. Now let's shift the movement of attention from the right knee to the belly on an inhale. Remember, the breath is simply the measure. Attention moving from knee to thigh to pubic area to belly and back to the knee on an exhale. Keep going, keep breathing. Now shifting to the left side. Inhale, left knee to belly. Exhale, belly to knee. Apart from a thought telling you so, do you see any relationship between the breath and the sensations labeled body? Once again, the shift of attention moves. We're now going to be exploring the path that goes from the belly to the base of the neck on an inhale, and base of the neck to the belly on the exhale. Can you sense the different parts of the body, the different sensations along this path? The distinct sensations. So slow down. Can you see how thoughts come up to create a mental version of the experience, a description of the experience? What's that like? Just feel, just observe. Shifting now to the right hand, the right arm. So inhale, attention travels from the tips of the fingers of the right hand all the way to the right shoulder. And exhale from the shoulder back to the tips of the fingers. What are the sensations present in this path? Tips of the left fingers to the left shoulder now on an inhale. And exhale to move back along the arm to the tips of the left fingers. Are the paths of the fingers and the arms any easier or harder to follow than the other paths? Are the sensations more pronounced here? Are they less pronounced? And again, apart from thought, is there anything at all that indicates these sensations are connected to the ones you felt previously? That all of these sensations are part of a whole called body? Or maybe they're just sensations, period. So one last movement, in from the base of the neck to the top of the head, and out, top of the head to the base of the neck. There's so many possibilities here. Sensations on the face, the head. Notice the path attention takes on an inhale. Is it the same as the path taken on the exhale or on the next inhale? So please keep going for a few more rounds of breath. Slow the movement down. There's no hurry whatsoever. Take your time in following the sensations. It's the movement of attention. The length of the breath is your measure. This is also about adjusting the breath to the movement of attention. And now the movement slowly and gradually dissolves into the background of experience. Attention once again comes to the breath, sensation labeled breath, the breath in, the breath out. Tip of the nose, nostrils, back of the throat, belly, chest. The sound doesn't matter. It's all about sensation, just sensation. Attention gently moves from the breath as sensation to the space between the eyebrows. So keep attention here for a while, the eyebrow center. As the practice deepens, maybe at some point you're able to notice the subtle movement of energy in this area, an exchange with the surroundings, like the movement of the breath. It's almost as if you were breathing in and out from the space between the eyebrows. So if you slow down, you'll be able to sense it, feel it. In and out. In and out from the eyebrow center. Attention now travels to the area of the throat and rests here for a while, the throat center. What does the throat feel like as sensation? Attention gently remains in this area as the image of a beautiful, majestic full moon emerges to shine right in the middle of the throat. Full moon, sitting in the middle of the throat, radiating its soothing silver light in every direction. Full moon, throat. And finally become aware of the heart center in the middle of the chest. Time to rest in the complete silence of the heart, the absolute stillness. All senses dissolve. Simply here, now, resting as awareness, as pure being. Very gently bringing awareness to the heart, if it's not already there. Awareness of the heart center in the middle of the chest. Attention starts moving from the heart up towards the throat. Subtle attention on the throat. We're moving up towards the surface of awareness, and from the throat, the attention comes to the space between the eyebrows. And from here, it expands to the whole body, aware of the senses, always wide open. Sounds, visual stimuli, acknowledging any sensations in your direct experience, taking note of any thoughts, images, emotions coming and going. Just present, just welcoming each and every experience with openness. Feeling the body with life-giving energy, with each breath in, becoming more and more and more awake. Until at some point, maybe the body starts moving physically. Small wiggles at first, the fingers, toes, or the head moving from side to side. And you continue to observe as the movements increase on their own to the arms, the legs. Just trust the innate wisdom of the body. Maybe eventually the arms come up for a good full body stretch. Or the body drops to one of the sides for a few moments in a fetal position. Just take your time as you transition to your waking life. Please find your way to a seated position. Eyes are still closed. Please take a few moments to recall today's practice. A journey that began a while ago and that has led to this moment, to this very moment, right here, right now. Beautiful. We've reached the end of our session, so we're going to seal it with a nice deep breath in. So fill up those lungs, take a nice deep breath in. And a full breath out with the sound of the heart. Just go, ah. Blink the eyes open. All right. Thank you, friends, for attending this practice. I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, and I'll see you next time.